Welcome back. Bald Father Bets, College Football Saturday, Week 2. I didn't come at you this morning because we already gave you all the noon plays. So recap, and I have them on multi-view. How great is multi-view? Recap is we had Duke plus 3.5 for 2 units. We had Baylor plus 3 for 2 units, and we had Iowa plus 3.5 for 2 units. Nothing really to report on those. SMU had a touchdown on their very first play. That was a tip pass, kind of a lucky bounce. Duke took a 3-0 lead, looked good. Illinois didn't really do much up with the ball. And Iowa State is about as terrible of a game as you would imagine Iowa State to be. So that's exactly what we want when you have the underdog. So then what else do we have? Afternoon window. And also Bruce is here. This is very important news. Some of the picks were actually made by him. So I'll let you guys know which picks are Bruce's picks and which ones are mine. And if Bruce loses, then it's his fault. You see him? Anyway, so we had one already in the afternoon window. That was Oklahoma State plus 28 for 1 unit. And then you have 3 more in that window that we're going to play. We like Kentucky plus the 9.5 against Ole Miss. We like that one also for 1 unit. Nothing crazy. It's getting a little trendy for me on, hey, whoa, the multiple years in a row, Ole Miss, Kentucky, decided by 3 points, all that stuff. This is a spot where it wouldn't necessarily blow my mind if Ole Miss came in and the game was over after the first quarter, which is why we're only going to go 1 unit, but we are going to take it with Kentucky and plus 9.5. Then also in that 3:30 window, I think. 3:15 window. We're going to lay the 17 with Florida against USF. We're going to also do this one for 1 unit. You guys know I'm a big Florida guy. Preseason, all my futures videos, anything like that, anything we talked about. I was big on Florida. I just like their ability to get this one done. I think that they're a good team. I think that they have a good chance to get a win here. I think that there's a lot of hype on USF because of what they did to Boise State, but what a lot of people are not realizing is that Boise State isn't near the same team that they were last year. And I think that a lot of what they did against Boise State had to do with the weather and how the impact of the humidity and everything came across against Boise State. So I think there's some regression to the mean here for USF. And we're getting this Florida line at very good value compared to really what a model or what it would have been in a preseason type of window. So that's really our main thinking there. And we like Florida minus the 17 for 1 unit. Going into the evening, we already gave you Kansas State minus 17 against Army. Again, Kansas State has solid value at this point right now because they have 2 games where they didn't really perform as well, and that's key in terms of being able to get them at minus 17 when probably against Army this line would have been at minus 20 or minus 21 if you didn't have the 2 opening performances. So Kansas State minus 17 against Army. That one's going to be for a unit. And then in our night windows, we already gave you guys Mississippi State plus the 7. That one is for 1 unit against Arizona State. Again, the impact here is that we think Arizona State is a little bit overvalued without Cam Skattebo. People seem to think that they're just going to run through their schedule. I don't necessarily see that to be the case. So we like Mississippi State plus the 7. And then in the primetime game, the ABC game, the game of the week, we're going to lay the 4.5 with Oklahoma, and we're going to do that for 2 units. I struggled with this one a bit. Would have loved to have gotten it at 3. But ultimately, Oklahoma bringing back those 2 key players on offensive line. Ott's supposed to be full go. I kind of think it's a given that Venables is going to have Moore's offense struggling a little bit. And I just think that coaching top to bottom, Oklahoma is significantly better than Michigan, significantly. And so I like Oklahoma here. We're going to lay the 4.5, and we're going to do that one for 2 units. So that's it. I don't think I forgot anything. If I did forget something, I will make sure that I put it in the comments. But yeah, so have a great college football Saturday. Appreciate you guys very much. Make sure you give the video some love. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like, share, comment. Anything you can do to help grow the channel, really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Welcome.